Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drethan, aka the Blind Wolf. Today, I want to tell you a little bit of the story. Today what we're going to do is we're going to get into something that I really like doing, but it's got a kind of a little bit of a story to it. And let's just start and get it going. Okay, as you can see, I've got my little gnome here in the auction house, and he's I've got to redo up different stuff in different groups and things like that. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go and set up a new thing for Chew Toy, and as the title says, this is TSM for Dummies. Now, it's not. Now, the reason why I put it here as TSM for Dummies, it's not. It's not any slight on anybody or anything like that. What I'm doing is kind of like what they did back in the 80s and late 80s to 90s, going into 2000. Back in my day. What we would do is, what people would do is when they wanted to learn, like, web design or, PowerPoint or any of that kind of thing, they would go to the library, purchase books called, X for Dummies. And people loved it. And it was the gateway into learning even bigger and better things of what you wanted to learn. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I was thinking about the TSM, how I was going to set it up, and it brought me back to when I first started TSM. I went, and when Nam and I talked about having me really getting into TSM and getting into the Patreon and things like that, I told her, I said, look, I said, if I can get into Patreon, I'll give you, X amount of money out of my, what I'm getting out of the auction house. And she's like, no, you just give me, 100 gold a week or a month or whatever you can afford. What she didn't know was I had already sent her 10% of my my daily earnings, and it was like 4,000, 5,000 gold. And I just said to her, I said, it's gonna be 10% of everything that I make. And it's something that she enjoys. She gets to have money and spend how she wants to make it, and and I'm having fun giving it to her, because sometimes it's like, holy crap! Because there was one week that I was waiting for her to get on and to listen to what she had to say. As she logged into her character, her main character, and all of a sudden I heard holy beep, because I had given her 250,000, and she was like, "That's how much you made?" I was like, "Yeah, that's how much I've made. You got 10% of it," and she's like, "Yay!" Yes. And the reason why I'm setting this up and telling you guys about this is because when I started playing with TSM, I'm the type of person that really gets down and dirty and into the bones of whatever that I'm doing. TSM is no different. My setups for when I do work my TSM, I'm going in transmog, I'm doing, the cloth, putting down cloth, putting down plate and leather and mail and all that type of stuff, so weapons. And then on that, I'm going and saying, okay, it's cloth, But not only is cloth, but I'm going chest and hands and all the way down. And it's even the same thing with weapons. Now, the first setup that I did for NAM, I did it the same way as I did. In fact, what I did was after I set up mine, I had NAM come over to where my character was, and I went and exported it over to her. She looked at it and went, "What? What am I supposed to do with this?" She worked it a little bit. She was like, "Yeah, this is not for me." And it's not a slam against NAM. I mean, one of the things that I really like about doing stuff for NAM is because she likes simplistic. I mean, she works hard, every day. When she gets onto the game, she wants to make sure, she has, she's going to go out. She's going to, do whatever she needs to do. When she comes back in, she'll go to the auction house, she'll sell her stuff, and do whatever needs to be done, and then she's done. Me, on the other hand, I'm completely opposite. I mean, I start out with farming and then going to do my stuff, and then making stuff and making sure that everything that is going good on the auction house, for everything that I've gone and put up on the auction house. What other farming that I need to do. NAM isn't like that, and a lot of people that use TSM are not like that. So for those of you who are like NAM, that's what this guide is going to be. Now, those of you who are like me that really want to get into the bare bones and just really get into it, I got stuff coming for you. It's for the newbies now. Let's bring the newbies up to where we are making millions. Okay? Now, just like I tell everybody, when you're going in, you're going and putting things together. When you're putting things together, you want to make sure that you're doing stuff that you want to do. And one of the things that when somebody goes and says, how can I make money on TSM? And it's really easy. Think of being an investor. Do you want to be a quick investor? Do you want to be a medium investor? Do you want to be somebody who is a long-term investor? And each one of different categories will go into some of them, and some of them will go particular into one of them. Transmog is a long-term investment. Gathering and different types of commodities, that's quick. And then the mediums are the armor, the weapons, and stuff like that from professions. So you've got a whole bunch of different things that you need to think about. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to set up your TSM, set up the groups, set everything up ready to go. So all you have to do is go to the auction house and get everything set up. Now, if you need to pause the video as you're doing stuff, hey, that's good. Go and do it. Make sure that that's what you're doing. And I'll wait for you. All right, first things first, let's get into TSM itself. I'm going to open this up. Good deal. Boop-a-doo. We're going to go over here to groups. Actually, before we go to groups, let's go to settings. Now, where it says default here, what we're going to do is we're going to hit... Let's do this. And let's rename this one. We're just going to call this one Chew Toy. You can call it whatever you want to do, but I normally call it Chew Toy or something else. So I'm going to hit this. Bingo! Alright, now we got that done. The next thing that we need to do is, because we're in settings, we want to go to accounting, trade, appearance. Now, now in appearance, you can do whatever you want to do in appearance. You can have, midnight and dusk and all that type of stuff. I myself, I like green because, well, my colors for the channel. So we got that. We're gonna go here to auctions. And we're also going to go scan complete. I'm going to go alarm clock. Okay. Confirm complete. Let's go cash register. Auction sound. Cash register. Okay. Mailing. We'll talk about mailing here in a bit. Custom source. We're not going to talk about custom source in this video. Maybe later on, but not for you newbies, not for you new people. Crafting, we're not going to get into that. Macros, there we go, is what we need. Okay, down here, what I want to make sure is that the control here, or you can do control or alt, but I just do control because it's here on the left hand side, and also make sure that the scroll wheel direction up and down, you can hold control and scroll your wheel up and down and it'll post for you. This way you don't have to go ting, 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 ting with all your posts. Okay, you can also do this with making different stuff, destroying stuff, putting things up on the not only on the auction house, but in the mail, that type of thing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now we want to make sure that's there. We got this done up. Now the next thing that you do, anytime that you mess around with the settings or anything new, you want to make sure that you do this. Reload, because reload will save what you've gone and done. So now it's a process, but pretty much what I want you guys to think of is you're working on a Word document, things like that. It's Word goes and automatically saves for you. This doesn't. If something happens and your computer goes and says, "Hey, we're out," or World of Warcraft goes down, and you haven't saved all that work you did, guess what? You're gonna have to do it again sometimes, because sometimes you get a quick save, sometimes you don't. So now the next thing that we're gonna do here is we're gonna go over here to groups. Now, like I said, when I set stuff up for NAM, I kind of do it really basic. So what I want to do is here on the base groups, I want to go hit one. On this, I want to do battle pass because I know that she's gonna run some dungeons and things like that that may have pets in it. I want to make sure that she has that up. Okay, next one is going to be miscellaneous, and I'm going to do two different types of miscellaneous. A regular one. Now these type of things you want to go and put in like your 19-pound catfish, that type of thing. And then we've got miscellaneous stackables. If I could spell. Alright, now next one we're going to put in here, and we're not going to really get real big into this, but what we're going to do is we're going to put professions. Bingo. Now, she also, like I said, NAM also does dungeons and raids, and goes in and farms some of that stuff. So I know for a fact some of those dungeons and low behind low rates, she's going to find recipes. So I want to make sure that I have that. So I'm going to put this way. She's got anything that she needs on that one. So we got battle pets, miscellaneous, stackables, professions, recipes. Last one, really easy stuff. Oop, not that one. And next one is going to be here, and we're going to call this transmonger. Bingo, we got it. Okay, the next thing that what we want to do is, I've got a lot of different stuff in here, and I'm going, what do we need to do first? Since I already know that there's a lot of transmog in this, because this guy's my guild bank, let's do transmog stuff first. Now, before we do that, where it says grouped items, I want to make sure that the specific, let's go base item. Now, base items on stuff will keep out the whole of the rabbit, of the owl, of the ox, all that type of stuff. It's what is there. Okay, now, next thing that we're going to do is, yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, we got this and this. We're just going to go down all the transmog stuff. Now, some of you may go and say, Dre, I don't believe transmog sells. I hate to differ with you. Now, you got half of the comment, and not all of it. And what that comment is this. Transmog doesn't sell fast. Now, it'll be there for a little bit. Sometimes it may take a month, maybe two. But again, that transmog is your long investment. Kind of like, think of it as your transmog is your retirement plan. Okay. Mittens. X. There we go. Get all that over here. And like I said, normally what I would do is I would go and make in the transmog, I would do all kinds of breakdowns and stuff like that. But again, I'm doing this for NAM and you newbies out there, so I don't really want to do that. Just want to set something that is nice and easy. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to be half blind, because sometimes I gotta look at the this big ass monitor even closer. Okay. Almost done with that, and that's the only problem with doing this. In the beginning. Is it takes a little bit of time in the beginning to get this done, but as you progress and you get new stuff that comes in, all you have to do is go down the ungroup side, do it up, send it over to the group, and it's done. Okay, that's all done. We got 48 items. We throw them over there. They're done. Now the next thing is I was seeing a lot of recipes. So we're going to do that right now. So we're going to go This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay. There we go. Oh, there. I missed two of them. Missed another one. And another one. Okay, let's go back over here to that. Alright, good deal. Alright, we're going to back over here to recipes. We got that. Reshaper. That's going to go under... that's going to go under miscellaneous. So let's do the next thing. Let's do battle pass, because I saw a few of those. Okay, that one. Do. As for fish, there we go. Those over there. Now let's do the unstackable miscellaneous ones. So I know that the bait, slime, bait, blubber doesn't stack, the lure doesn't stack. Let's do fishing pole there. Haunted momentum, that's gonna stack. That's not going to stack. Nightcrawler, yeah, no. Okay. I know that one won't. Jack-o'-lanterns does. We're going to put those over there. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're going to do all the stackable stuff. Now, some of this stuff has got profession stuff in it. We're not going to worry about that right now. What I want you to do is just worry about this. So we got this one, this one, this one, that one, that one, and I don't think that one will go, but let's see. Okay, the next thing we got here is, again, stackable. And we'll pop that over there. We'll pop these over where they need to go. And that's done. Now, we've got all this done. Let's do another... let's do another reload. This way it's saved. And then we're going to go into operations. Now, normally what I would tell you is leave it the way it is. Leave it in the basic. We are, but there's going to be some stuff that we're going to change just a little bit. Now, if you're watching this in the future, being pre-patch, there's add-ons that are still being a pain in the butt that haven't been, uploaded and things like that, and that's what what I'm waiting on. Okay, so the next thing we got here is we go up to here, pop the group. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to pets, and we've got operations. Okay, now everything pretty much is, let's go to operations. Mostly everything that is in here is under default. Now, default pretty much goes and says, okay, 24-hour post time, which Nam loves. Maximum post cap, basically, you can only have 5 on the auction house at a time, which is good. The posting price, 100%, at the buyout. Don't worry about minimum buyout or anything like that. Just leave it the way it is. Don't worry about undercutting amount or anything like that. TSM will do that for you. Now what I want to show you is right here where it has minimum price, but it says don't post if it's below your minimum price. Do this. Post at minimum price. So basically what it's doing is it's posting at yours. Now, there may be somebody who goes and says, I'm not putting this stuff up for 300 gold. I'm going to put them up for I'm going to put them up for 50. Okay, those are going to be gone quickly. So you're going to be the next one up that buyers are going to see. So then, like I said, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to maximum. You know what? Because there's a reason you're going to have to wait till later on, and I'll explain a little bit more. But trust me when I say this, there is a lot of stuff on the auction right now that is doing a lot of rollover, and it's doubling its price. I myself have been seeing things that I know that isn't worth max gold that are being at max gold, that are being posted at max gold, which is a crock. So I'm not going to put post at my max. I'm just going to post at normal. And it'll kind of stop that rolling. Not a lot, but it'll kind of do it. Okay, now got all this done. Bingo. Now crafting, we can get into that just a little bit. The default is really easy. Now, default goes and says that 10 minimum to restock. No. Only in the new stuff. So if you're doing this in the pre-patch like I'm doing, I'm going to say no. When Dragonflight comes out, okay, 10 and 20, okay, it'll take a little while for everything to sell. However, being this close to an expansion, I'm going to say no. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go over here and do a copy on the default one, and instead of doing 10, I'm going to do 1, and I'm going to do 5. So basically you're only making a maximum of 5. If there's none of them on the auction house, you're making 5 of them. If you have some on, say you have 4, but you don't have 1, so minimal, it'll pop up to 1. That's a good thing. Minimum profit is going to be 100 gold. You want that. And minimum profit is after you've gone and after the crafting and all the crafting stuff that you have to buy. Is it worth 100 gold minimum before you do it? Yes, post it. Okay. Ignore characters, don't worry about that. We got this done up. Now, almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Here we go. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's go. While I'm waiting for this reload, let's do a get a sip of coffee. Now we're going to go back over here. Now the next thing that we're going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to make sure we've got everything done up, ready to go. I want to make sure that on the operations, yes, regular default. Now, say we do the professions. What I want to do here is leave the auction as, default, but here on crafting operation, I want to hit overwrite, add, and see where I've got default 1. Hit that, and it'll go to that right there. It'll go to the max 5. Okay. Mailing, we're not going to worry about any of that. Recipes, got that. Okay, now got all that done. Let's close that up. Let's go over hither. Yes. Thank you. Now, we're not going to go to browse. We're going to go over here to auctioning. We've got that done. We've got all this ready to go. We're going to run our post. Now, depending on how much you have, now right now I've got 140 pieces of stuff that I'm putting on the auction house. So it'll take a little while to scan everything. But as you guys can see below minimum price, I have it posting at my minimum. Let's see, undercutting competition. So I don't know how much exactly that competition is. It's probably like 10%. At night, and also something else at night, or it's 8:30 on a Thursday. There's a lot of people in ratings and doing mythics, so the auction house is pretty cleared up, but mornings are a really good time too. And that's something that I had to find out on the server I'm on. It may be something different for your server. Okay, we're almost done scanning. 112 posts. Now I'm doing the control and using my mouse wheel, and it's making it go much faster. Now hates being in here while I'm posting, because I post anywhere between 500 to 1,000 posts at a time. And hearing, I don't know if you guys can hear the mouse wheel, but she can when she's in here, and she's like, will you please stop that? I'm like, nope. Do you want your 10%? I will if you want me to stop. If you don't want your 10%. And she's like, go and do it. Just be quieter. Almost done. Bingo. Okay, now if you want to see how your auctions are doing, you can go over here to my auctions, and I'll show you everything that you've got up there. Right now I've got no sales, of course. I just posted everything. I've got 112 posted, and approximately 8.9 million on the auction house. Now, is all that stuff going to sell? No. Am I going to be posting a lot of this stuff? A lot of times, yes. But if everything sells, that's how much you'll make. Maybe. But also remember, Blizzard gets their cut. So it's and basically their cut is your posting fee. And I think that there's also a 10% cut after that as well. I don't remember. But I always park my guy right here near the mailbox, so it's easy access to get to. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about what I've done, make sure that you put it in the comments down below. Make sure that you hit the subscribe, hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, downvote the shit out of it. Go ahead. If you have any, go and say, hey, Dre, what about this? If it's easy, put it in the comments. Help your fellow your new gold goblins out. For those of you who have come that are into gold making and have done it in a while, thank you very much for watching. For all you newbies into gold making, thank you very much for coming. You're going to have a blast of a time. Now, for those of you who are like, okay, I really want to get nitty gritty, that type of thing, that's coming. And you'll see how nitty gritty I get into this. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much. You guys are great. Have a great night. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And my name is Drethan, and I am out of here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.